So you want to be Pope? The leader of the Catholic Church, the sovereign of Vatican City, and spiritual guide for more than 1 billion people worldwide. Well, good luck with that. Becoming Pope is an extraordinary feat, kind of like being elected President of the United States, or becoming the lead singer of a hair metal band in the 1980s. There's no clear path to achieving these things, but some basic requirements help narrow down the possibilities. And we can tell you right now, you need to be a man. We checked. The Catholic Church has never had a female pope, though Pope Joan is a name that keeps coming up, even though she may be a myth. The Church teaches that the successor of Peter, upon whom the papacy was founded, must be a man. So it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. So you need to be a dude. Also, Catholic. The Catholic Church is a bit unique in that its leader is both a political figurehead and the head of a major religion. So you have to meet certain criteria to be considered. For starters, you need to be Catholic. Obviously, the Pope is the highest leader in the Catholic Church, so it stands to reason that the next Pope will likely be a member in good standing. In fact, throughout history, the vast majority of popes have been chosen from among the ranks of the cardinals, the very highest clergy in the Church, so you can safely assume that the next Pope will be a cardinal. Currently, there are 224 working cardinals in the Church. Being a cardinal, however, is a pretty big deal. So let's back up a bit. To become a cardinal, you first have to become a priest, which usually means attending a seminary after high school. So that's where we'll start. As of 2022, there were 409,726 priests in the United States, which seems like a lot until you realize that it's enough to cover about half of 1%. So how many people actually become priests after high school? Not a lot. Becoming a priest also usually requires taking a vow of celibacy, meaning you won't be able to marry or have children. So unless your plan is to get all the priesthood thing out of the way so you can later pursue a hot dog eating contest or a career in pro wrestling, you might want to consider alternative career options. Priests are responsible for running churches, organizing services, and helping members of their congregation. A small fraction of priests eventually move up to bishop, overseeing cathedrals and dioceses. The number of dioceses in the U.S. can vary, but there are currently around 195. Each diocese has a bishop to oversee it, and the bishop is usually responsible for appointing priests to run the local churches within his region. A bishop's responsibilities can include visiting different parishes, meeting with priests, and making decisions about the overall direction of the diocese. Some bishops eventually become archbishops, and some archbishops eventually become cardinals. Popes again, currently, there are 224 working cardinals in the Church. Cardinals are basically the second in command in the Catholic Church. They assist the Pope in governing the Church and advise him on important matters. In addition to assisting the Pope, cardinals also serve as heads of various departments within the Church, such as the College of Cardinals, the Secretariat of State, and the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith. The Pope has the power to appoint cardinals, and they often come from among the ranks of the bishops. However, becoming a cardinal is by no means guaranteed, and there is no set path to achieving this status. If you do become a cardinal, however, you have made it to the big leagues. Your odds of becoming Pope are significantly higher than everyone else. Whenever the Pope dies or resigns, all the cardinals gather at the Vatican. They lock themselves in the Sistine Chapel and don't come out until they pick a new Pope. Once they've selected someone, they announce it to the world by putting white smoke into the air. Cardinals vote by writing the name of their choice on a slip of paper and then burning it. The ballots are burned in a specially designed stove that produces the smoke. Black smoke means no decision has been made yet. White smoke means a new Pope has been chosen. To become Pope, you need at least 2/3 of the votes. Once you have that, you get to pick a papal name and live out the rest of your days as the most powerful man in the world, at least the non-royalty part. So, what do you think? Would you go through all those steps to become Pope? Let us know in the comments below. Then watch. What is the capital of the world? Or check out. Who would win? Pope vs. President?